still never ends. Here it is, my wonderful home. What do you think, folks? Interesting? Yeah, this is my living. Yeah, my name is Mr. John Scoggin. I'm known as the legendary Chili Bowl Mullet Man. Yeah, I'm just your basic average go-to guy. I'm just, just great guy. You get to know everybody, and it's actually pretty good. Opportunities come left and right, and yeah, I keep myself going and busy and stuff like that, and whatever it takes to to do my thing. I'm just like everybody else. Nothing too special, but I mean, everybody treats me as something quite amazing, and I treat everybody as the same equal like everybody else, and that's a truly inspiring thing, to be treated as a celebrity. It's quite awesome, the way to look at it.
Well, my name's Brian Burns, and I run 217 Problems. I lived here my whole life, and I knew of John as kind of like a local legend. And I saw him one day, and I whipped my car around on Washington and talked to him and had him do a quick video for me. And then a couple months later, I randomly saw him again and whipped my car around and was like, hey, I have this idea. Would you be open for it? And thankfully he was. So around the Super Bowl, I got together with him and we made a 2 or 3 minute commercial and put it on, and how it was about how big of a legend he is and what he's into with music and stuff. And my roommate actually helped us make a Chili Bowl Mullet Man t-shirt. And so we got that in the commercial. And after that, next thing I know, I got contacted on Twitter for the video of John to be on MTV. It went locally viral, if you call it that. And one of the producers on MTV, who was from the 217, reached out to me and asked if he could use the video. And I said, absolutely. John was really excited, I remember. And I kept tabs, asking like, hey, what's it going to be on? And he goes, oh, it's scheduled in. And a year later, roughly, sat in this room and watched John Beyond Ridiculousness and kind of blow up. He was already famous, but even make the legend and of it even bigger than what it already was.
Hi, I'm the Chili Bowl Mullet Man, and I can go anywhere I want. If I want to end up at Walmart or anywhere else, I can have whatever I want. If I really want a horseshoe, I can have a horseshoe.
I'll take it. You gotta have a
horseshoe. If I want to go out and buy anything I want, pretty much that. I can just about
pretty much that.
Yo, I've never seen a bull mullet together. Like, that is so amazing.
He told me he wanted it. He would text me. He goes, hey, so when's our next video? And I I had to tell him, MTV doesn't come around every day, so it's kind of a one shot deal most likely. But he loved it. He was really appreciative of the how everyone embraced what he's about. And I thought that was kind of cool that in no way, shape, or form I felt anybody was ever critical of him or anything. It was just this is a guy that's doing what he does. He's a part of Springfield. I mean, it's like Horseshoes, Lincoln, and then like Chili Bowl Mullet, man. I think, and I think that the not only if he wasn't on MTV, I think that stuff like this documentary would be made today because he's just a part of the aura that is Springfield.
It just comes natural when it comes to the fame. When people come up to you and say Chili Bowl Mullet Man left and right and all that, I just wave to them and say, hi, how you doing? Have a nice day. And just people just come up to you and say, hey, Chili Bowl Mullet Man, cool and all that. I want to can we take a picture, which doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I've taken like hundreds of thousands of different pictures with people on people with their cell phones, and some of them end up on Facebook on the Mullet side, and I make sure I put them on the front page, and and then people get a good kick out of it. People just love it, and that's the way I treat it. I treat it with lots of love and respect for people, and that's the way I've always treated it. And people they just want a small piece of me, and that I can kind of give them.
So I got a bunch of messages on Facebook. Somebody asked me to take a picture of you and send it to them. And then people just have all kinds of questions.
There's still plenty of questions that are still unanswered. I still haven't even told you yet.
John, I don't doubt that.
You have twice the amount of Facebook likes that we have. So you have a computer, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, I have a cell phone, but all I use it for is just phone calls and texting.
Yeah, you don't have any apps or anything?
There's apps there, but I don't really use them. I don't get too wired up on technology. I don't get all apps wired.
Yeah.
There was one point in time, I used to love computers. I used to love new technology that comes out all the time. But soon as when things, literally everything left and right, became computerized,
yeah,
that's where I finally said, I'm done with all that. I just only want to use the technology that I just want to do the things I want to do with, but not get too wired up on it. And it's ridiculous. I mean, your watch is computerized, your cell phone is literally connected to everything. And that's why a lot of department stores are shutting down, because people are using their cell phones to buy everything online.
Yep.
I mean, Bergner's is gone, Sears is gone, Toys R Us is gone. I mean, and Kmart, I think, is probably going to be next.
Yeah.
John, this is the most I've heard you talk in a while.
Really?
Yeah, you should have seen me.
You get John heated on a topic, man, and he just goes.
I know, and we have 22 seconds. We're going to be live on the air. Do you think it's weird that I'm asking you these questions? Like, do you wonder, why people are even curious and ask you these things?
That's the thing about it. Once they see something new and different that attracts their attention, they just try to understand, what is it about this deal? What is it about this person that makes him do the things he does?
Who cuts your hair?
I cut my own hair.
I figured it was you probably cut your own hair.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? You just
I just use a pair of scissors and a buzzer, and go around it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, eventually, in less than a week, I gotta do that again because it's getting down to my eyebrows again. The hairstyle came about around 1988, and it just started off one day. My father was cutting my hair, and I told him to leave it long, and then ever since then, I just kept it that way. I can't exactly when in 1988. I'm still looking for pictures from that time period, just to show it that I had hair that long during that time. And I mean, I've had this hairstyle for nearly 30 years, and I wasn't very popular back then. I mean, it was just something I've always had it long and that kind of thing. And I was never bullied at school about it or anything like that. It was actually an interesting experience, having my hair, just going back and forth, left and right. This thing didn't really get popular until like 7 years ago. It's I've always kept it like this because this is who I am. This is the way I dress. This is the way I love my hair to be. It's my style. It's what you see today, and it's the way it's always been, and I'm very proud of that every day. Just to be able to make a movie like that where it involves in being, a superhero that has the ability to do that, like I got my powers from some incident, like I got something got dropped into my hair and it just fused in there like DNA, and then before you know it, now my hair can do things that a normal person can never do now. I mean, just like something out of X-Men or Spider-Man or maybe something like out of the Avengers. I mean, that would be totally awesome. I mean, all that special abilities. I've had a few times had to cut back. I've never liked it like that. I've always liked it long. It's just something about the way the hair. It just shows my positivity. It keeps me. It keeps me happy. It keeps me feel full of life. It's that feeling sensation, like you feel complete. You feel like it's like you have it all in a way, and it feels quite good. Alright, let me head on off. Be a good cat, Phoenix. Be a good girl. I'm sitting with my mom here.
My name's Elizabeth, or Betty. He was smart in school, got good grades, business type child. Totally different from some of the other kids.
Yeah, I had
He
a
knows
thing.
about computers. He knows, he just computer type. You can take a computer apart and put it back together.
Yeah,
That type of
I
thing.
used to do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I used to take
do all-
computers apart and
Yeah.
do that kind of thing and put them back together. And I usually bring home junk old computers and
Yeah.
the school don't need anymore
Work
and
on them.
do different stuff with them. And yeah, that went on for a certain amount of years. And yeah, it was it was fun. And when I was doing that kind of thing. With my dad at one point, helped him fix things, and then I had tools and stuff and fix things around the house when certain things fell apart and that kind of thing.
Mows the grass and stuff, different things.
Yeah, mow the grass.
He helped me with I painted the dining room and I couldn't get up far enough up to the ceiling, and I asked him to finish the touch up, and he finished the touch up for me.
Yeah. I actually was in a band class at one point in my existence, and it was the flute, I believe it was. Yeah, it was so many years ago, back in the early '90s.
Time ago.
Oh yeah, and that kind of died off. I just didn't want to be in that anymore, and the flute, I believe, belonged to a teacher, and she let me borrow it and use it, and then that was it, and
He's always had long hair. I took him to the barber shop and had it cut down, trimmed way down, and he didn't like that at all. He's always liked long hair.
Yeah.
Always did.
Oh, yeah. When it comes to cutting the hair, I mean, she'll cut the front and the sides and make sure all
trim
that.
the bangs some of them. That's
Yeah,
about
all that.
it.
Yeah.
I always took him to the barber shop.
Yeah.
His hair's too long. I said, why don't you trim your hair? Don't have your hair trimmed.
I don't want to cut my hair. I mean, I don't care if they offered me $15 million. I wouldn't take it. Come on. Really?
He likes his long hair.
Yeah, I like it just the way it is. Yeah, this is my cat, Phoenix, right here. I've had her for like over 10 years. Yeah, she's a sweet cat, and I've treated her with a lot of love and respect, and I mean, she's just my sweet Phoenix. I treat her, just like any other cat. I feed her. I make sure she's got water. Make sure she's got a clean litter box. And and gets lots of attention and toys and things like that. Sometimes she likes to scratch and tear things up. I tell her not to, but you know how cats are. And and you know how cats are. They always they do that for attention. She does all kinds of things for attention. Yeah, that's right, Phoenix. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you are a good girl. Yeah. I do different projects. If I'm not playing any games, I'm working on different things like pictures on Facebook. I'd be printing out different kinds of cards. I'd be for my Chili fans. For example, I'm going to be doing Halloween cards and doing some printing out stuff, and for people who give me selfies and stuff like that, and then if it's not that, then I'm listening to music. If I'm not listening to music, I'm doing other things on it to suit my needs. I mean, it's just a basic, simple computer. Really, it's nothing that special. I just use it for whatever purposes it's for, and yeah, I print stuff out. I do different things. So there you have it. I mean, it's I guess you could consider it my rock. It just keeps me busy when I need to get things done.
Well, I turned $1,000 into $3 million in real estate in my spare time. You know how he did it? He wrote a bunch of books and sold the books.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I'm his landlord. I bought this house several years ago, and John was a tenant when I bought it. John stayed with the house, and I'm glad about that.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, I've been friends with Mike here, what has it been, about 5 years now?
Yeah.
So, yeah, ever since then, we just pretty much hanged around and did things together or whatever. Just
hang around.
Yeah.
We holidays. We get together with my family and birthdays.
Oh, yeah, I do that every once in a while. Matter of fact, I got someone's late birthday I gotta take care of sometime next week, and yeah.
Well, your birthday's next week,
yes,
too.
Yes, matter of fact, it is. Yeah, my birthday is on the 25th of September. Yeah, and I'm gonna have a birthday with my with my mom and maybe my sister and all that, and just a good old-fashioned regular birthday.
You have a birthday with your family, and then
Yeah.
then we usually we'll go out, have dinner somewhere with my family and John.
Yeah. So yeah, every once in a while, when someone's like Mike's birthday comes up, I'll get him something nice, and same with his wife Kathy. I'll get her something nice, and then when Christmas gets around, I'll see if I can slap it up all together and then wrap up some gifts and do that. And I've even bought some Christmas presents for the WDBR radio station for Julie and DJ Blake. They're such nice people.
You're a good shopper.
Yes, I am.
You get good presents.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at poking around, looking around for nice stuff, and it's that's part of the that's the part of a birthday or Christmas. You see good people, they treat you good. I tried to be courteous and do the same thing, and that's the thing about it. It's the purpose of it.
John's just an all around good guy. He's a very nice person, and to the point of uniquely. A lot of people are nice, but he really makes that extra effort to be nice to everybody. I don't think there's a part of him that isn't nice, and so that really appealed to me. It's almost with his hair, it's a throwback from the '60s, and I was around in the '60s when peace and all that stuff. There was a lot of talk about being good to people and loving your brother and all that stuff, and he reminds me of that. And the '60s got twisted away back into the drug scene and all that stuff, and a lot of that peace stuff kind of got lost. But I think John just he's a good person.
I never looked at it that way, really. I never really got into the '60s or the '70s, really. I mean, it's really, it's pretty memorizing. It's pretty neat.
You weren't around then, but
well, I know.
But there was a time when that whole
it's a reminder
movement was getting started, and I remember there was a Coke commercial about it had a whole people around the world holding hands and singing songs about Coca-Cola or something.
I might have seen that
about
commercial.
The world getting along. And then things kind of got out of hand. I mean, there were some great changes in the '60s too, some positive things, and some of the things changed in not a good way too. But you just you kind of remind me of some of the positives back from that era.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool.
Again, where did the Flower Children go? I know they would have appreciated him. They would have appreciated him, and he would have appreciated them. But I still think he has a little bit of difference from them too. So they would have got along for sure.
Oh man, yeah.
You've known me as a policeman.
Yeah.
But back in the '60s and '70s, my hair wasn't as long as yours, but it was down here, John, believe it or not.
Really?
You'd be surprised, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, maybe I should look through that family photo album sometime.
I don't know if there's many pictures, but they're probably out there somewhere.
Yeah, I got some of my old family photos on Facebook, too. Some of them really flipped when they saw me when I was 11 years old, and still had that long hair ever since.
That's cool. Very cool.
John Scoggin is who I am. Chili Bowl Mullet Man is a character, that people get a kick out of. But Chili Bowl Mullet Man and John are both in the same person, so in a way. So, but it is just a character that I portray. When people see me, just like when someone sees Hugh Jackman as the Wolverine, they think and see the Wolverine, even though he's actually Hugh Jackman. He's an actor. So it's sort of like an actor's type thing in a way. I'm just being funny, I'm being cool and all that.
If you didn't have that nickname, and they met you, say that nickname didn't exist.
Yeah.
That they said, this is John.
Yeah.
You would still look the same, you'd still be who you are.
Yes.
There wouldn't be any difference at all.
No difference.
And so the nickname is a nickname, but you are your unique.
Yeah.
In and of yourself, John Scoggin.
Yeah.
Is unique whether it's called Chili Bowl Mullet Man or John.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is right there.
So it's all in one real person.
I saw that new movie It last weekend, and it was really awesome. I mean, the terror that came from that creepy clown. I mean, that was crazy, crazy, man. I love that.
I haven't seen it yet. I saw the old one, but he's in here all the time. He's a big fan of our rubber chickens. So he's always squeezing them and driving me nuts. I hid them once. I told them when I saw him come in the store and hid him behind the counter. He gives us cards all the time. This is our Happy Easter card from Chili Bowl Mullet Man on the back. It's totally awesome. We love him here. He's brought us quite a few things in, actually, and he always comes in and talks to us. We're a big fan of Chili Bowl Man here at Spencer's.
Nice.
Maybe someday we'll have Chili Bowl Man t-shirts.
There you go.
I'll write him. I'll tell him. Yeah. I think Lisa might have already, actually.
In the 5% range, I've had some negativity towards some people, but that's just people that are just ignorant and jealous, and they just want to, they just want a part of that. They just want a taste of that celebrity world, where they've all, they just want it. And some people, they get it. Regular people become celebrities, and and the truth of it is, anybody can become a celebrity. Anybody can be. It's up to you how you present yourself in life.
Well, now I know a little bit more than I did before I met the man for the first time on my YouTube channel. He was gracious enough to join me on there for an interview, for a nice conversation. I know he loves the Marvel movies like there's no tomorrow. He just immerses himself into those universes. He described how vividly they brought him to life on screen. The one thing that struck me in our interview is we got to talking about Wolverine. And he said, I know, I'm John Scoggin, but to other people, that's Chili Bowl Mullet Man. Now I know John is somebody who's very humble, and he kind of goes out there and he says, wait a minute, I'm just John Scoggin. Well, why is everybody so excited when they see me? I mean, it's not really a big to-do, as it were. So I see that very humbleness in him about it all. So everybody who ends up knowing about him and knowing that his persona is a thing, as it were, in this community, I think they get excited. And I've never seen or heard of any negative comments. Now, the only thing I have ever heard is of folks who simply don't know. But they've seen John in person, whether he's going into a store that they work at, that sort of thing. And then they say, are you serious? That's a thing? I mean, he's got 5,000 followers on Facebook and climbing, I'm sure. And I didn't know about this. That's how people know him as, okay, wow, I wouldn't have thought.
What's happening, boss? How are you doing?
Just fine.
You don't remember me, but I remember you.
Really?
I'm Brian Iyer.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, anyone with that mullet, no one forgets. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, right on. Hey, thank you. Thank you. God bless, man. Be careful. Thank you very much.
Sir, can we have a picture together?
Oh, sure.
Every time I see you, I want to get a picture. Sure, we'll take these off. Sure. Can we put this away? Sure. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
sure, why not? What
Yeah,
the heck?
yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Awesome. Very well known. Anytime I see him walking around downtown, I know who he is. I got a card.
Yeah.
Should I open it now? Is
Yeah,
it a love
go
note?
ahead. It's St. Patrick's Day. Go ahead.
Paint the town green, your friendly neighbor. If you're lucky enough to be Irish, you're lucky enough. Your friend, my first chili bowl mullet man.
Yeah.
Oh. Let me do another picture. Oh, yeah, sure. Carmine, you want in on this? Yeah, here, take it. Here, take one. I can take it. Here, let him take it. Sure. There you go. You want it vertical or horizontal? Look at him. He's like a professional. You are. You did both sides. Thanks, guys.
job.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Here you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, dude, you're a legend.
Yeah.
I bow to your legendness.
Thanks.
Dude, I saw you. You're a freaking superstar. Can we take a picture together?
Sure.
I know you from the internet.
Yeah.
You got your own stuff and everything.
Yeah?
All right, here we go. You're a legend, brother. Yeah. Springfield royalty.
Yeah.
I know you from the internet. Give me some love. We're going to do a low five for you.
There you go. There's some
Oh,
love.
thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah.
I bow to your legendary status.
Take care, buddy.
How you doing? Happy St. Patrick's Day. How you doing? Yeah, sure. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, how you doing?
And your Mockingjay necklace?
Yeah.
Callie, look at me.
I think we got pictures from the fair. Yeah.
Hey, nice to see you.
Yeah.
you too.
Enjoy your day.
Happy St. Patrick's
Thank
Day, all
you
right?
so much. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Enjoy yourselves.
Hey, no, I've been following. See, I've been following you. I've been searching for you actually.
Oh, really, huh?
Yeah, I've been using.
Well, that's cool.
I've been using the camera. See, like, oh, you guys are over by it. Okay, like it took me a minute, but good to see you. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
How you been?
I'm good. How's life?
Oh, awesome.
Good.
Awesome.
Good.
Here
You
you
guys
go.
oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you guys.
He's not off-putting. You know, some pedestrians out there can be a little bit, you know, people kind of go, oh boy, you know, I might watch out for that guy. But when you see John, you know, he's not off-putting at all. You know, he just looks like a friendly guy on the street. Compared to how he is in person, they might have some wild ideas, but I'm here to tell them John is just a down-to-earth guy who just is passionate about a lot of things just like everyone else, and he really deeply involves himself in those. So
When was the first encounter? There was one time when I was walking home back to the west side, and somebody came up to me and says, I saw this Facebook page with Chili Bowl Mullet Man on it, and there was like over 900 likes and stuff like that at one point. I said, that is so cool. I can't remember if he took a picture of me or not, but that right there just shows me right there. That made me felt very, very special. Like, people have recognized me as something more than just a regular person now. That's amazing. Someone recognizes me as more than just some guy. They recognize me as a person with a nickname called Chili Bowl Mullet Man. I mean, I think that's pretty remarkable. Life is sometimes unfair. I mean, happens to everybody in life. Doesn't matter how small or big it is or whatever. You know, you want something to happen in your direction, your way, and sometimes it doesn't always go that route. And, you know, mainly it's just normal things, you know, and let's see, sometimes, you know, I wish my father were still alive today so he could see what this thing has turned out to be. He started to see when I started to end up on the radio station and started talking and stuff, and he actually felt very proud about it. And I feel very sad that now he's not going to truly see what this thing is evolving to be. You know, he slowly deteriorated and got worse and worse with the strokes, and up to the point where finally he passed away a couple of years ago. And, you know, it made me very, very sad. Oh, I love my father every day in my life, regardless of anything. Just like I love my mom every day. I love my mom every day. That's why I see her every Friday of the week, you know, to do things with her because, you know, she drives, she does stuff, she's independent, but at the same time, I like to see her anyway to do stuff, you know. There we go. Yeah. These are some nice shirts here, Mom. Okay. I love these. These are pretty nice.
Thought you would.
Yeah, these DVDs here you got me look pretty good for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. That's family. That's love. You know what? This thing's been going on for about 8 years now. And if we could keep going with it for another 8 years, another 10 years, 15 years, who knows? Who knows how long I want to keep up with this thing? If I want to keep up with it for many more years to come, that's great. If things change in life, you know, and I want to get into different things, that's okay too. You know, everybody puts a little change in their lives. Everybody does. And one way or the other, I mean, the most important thing out of life is to make yourself happy in life. That's what it's all about. Cherish each moment. Love each moment. Go do those things you say you always wanted to do in life. Don't just let your life go to waste. Don't take your life for granted. Show everybody that love and respect that you've always gotten. Give them that same equal respect. That same equal love and respect.
If you could give John one piece of advice, what would you say to him?
Never cut that hair, man. Just continue being you. Stay true to yourself. From what I've seen, you're one of the kindest individuals out there. I think what you do and how you kind of embrace your following is awesome. And I think with your story and how you carry yourself, I think everyone can learn a little bit from you.
A piece of advice to John. Just keep on trucking out there. Keep everything on the positive. From what I'm seeing, everything's all only on the rise. Just keep with it. Don't get discouraged. And as much effort as we put into things, we're going to get out. So I would wish him the best of luck with this endeavor that you all are working on so hard and diligently, and the best wishes for success. So.
Oh, just keep doing you, man. I mean, people know you all around this town, and I mean, it seems like that thing's been getting bigger and bigger lately.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's awesome getting to know you just from being here and working here. You know, it was a great person. You know,
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That's my advice.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
That sounds like some good advice right there. I'll be sure to do that. I'll keep moving forward.
All right.
I'll keep it up and keep on moving.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a local icon. Oh, I've only really had one encounter. Seen him many times, but only one encounter at the Illinois State Fair this past year where I was able to get a amazing selfie with John Scoggin, the Chili Bowl Mullet Man.
Like now I'm part of the legacy of Springfield with this. I mean, people just love me left and right.
You're Springfield's son.